There are many myths that are very much alive to this day, myths and legends that people claim to have witnessed and that others have dismissed as rumors made up whole cloth. In today's edition of Bully Myths, we'll be looking into the alleged murder of one Bullworth Academy student. I'll be making a follow-up video on this next month, where I'll be investigating the very strange and suspicious behavior of Mr. Luntz and Dr. Slaughter. Today I'm joined by the bully YouTuber Jimmy01 as we investigate and unravel the validity of this claim and the evidence submitted by the community, so that we can once and for all find out whether this rumor is true or false.
Rumor has it that a dead student can be found somewhere in the school's main building. So in order to figure out the validity of this rumor, we'll be investigating every room in the main building. Now bear in mind that you cannot explore the school interior in its entirety without the usage of cheats. So we'll be using a mode that allows us to explore all of the school's interiors.
Our first location of interest was the school basement. Despite the eerie ambiance, there really wasn't much of interest down here. Some people claim that this is where Mr. Luntz sleeps, although there is no solid proof of that as he's never actually seen down here.
Making our way through the basement, we stumble upon a furnace. If the murder really did take place down here, then it's very likely that the body was disposed of in a fire. The thought of such an act taking place while the rest of the school faculty and students are none the wiser is a pretty disturbing one.
The last point of interest in the basement was the hole, described as the place that separates the men from the boys. It's also the very same location where Gary Smith turns on Jimmy Hopkins during the end of chapter 1.
So, Jimmy boy, here we are, the hole. The place where this school separates the men from the boys, the wheat from the chaff, and all that nonsense.
Okay, so what's that got to do with standing up to people, keeping them in line?
This is where I stand up to you, my friend.
What are you talking about?
I know you hate me, Jimmy boy. I know you said all that stuff about me behind my back.
What are you talking about?
Don't play innocent with me. You want to run this school? I want to run this school. Only one of us is gonna make it. And it's gonna be me!
It was about time that we moved on to our next location, as this one didn't contain anything worth noting.
The chemistry classroom. The very first class Jimmy Hopkins attended during his time at Bullworth Academy. Also, it's very likely that someone who would want to dispose of a body could efficiently do so via the usage of hydrochloric acid to melt down the corpse. However, we couldn't locate any evidence of such an event taking place, leaving us with nothing. The same applied for all the other classrooms. The English classroom contained nothing of interest. The same applied for the art classroom, the music classroom, the mathematics classroom, the geography classroom, as well as the teacher's lounge.
We were getting closer and closer to the end of our investigation, but there was still one location left. The one location that completely altered our expectations and promptly ended the investigation. The biology classroom. Fetuses in jars, stuffed dead animals, innards, and a lot more grotesque decorations were found, but what we were about to discover was something much more sinister and disturbing. Dr. Slaughter is known for his strange behavior, which could very well explain these decorations, but we weren't done just yet. There it was, the severed head of a dead student, kept in a jar of liquid. The evidence was apparent, and the rumor was true. We found what we came looking for, but to what price? What we found will forever change the way Bullworth Academy is seen and described. The dead student remains unidentified, but this case has been substantiated by the proof we found during our investigation at Bullworth Academy, proving that not all rumors are false or unverifiable, and that some are much darker than as seen on the surface. As for who committed this heinous acts and why, well, that's a different case for another time. We'll be looking further into this in a later episode I have planned for next month. Thank you for watching this episode of Bully Myths. If you'd like to learn more about this game, then make sure to subscribe and like this video for more content. Also, make sure to tune in every Friday night at 10 PM Central European Summer Time, as that's when new episodes get uploaded. Before I leave, I'd like to give a special thank you and a shout out to my guest narrator Jimmy01. I strongly urge you to check out his content, as he makes a lot of interesting Bully videos, ranging from speculation about the game to more comedic videos, such as Bully CJ Edition, a video series that I myself have experienced a good amount of laughter from. Thanks for watching, and happy myth hunting, folks.
Sorry,